Those game scores were 11-7, 11-9.
Game one,
Lea Jansen will get us started here for the Women's Pro Singles Championship match. We will play 2 out of 3 as that third shot is a doozy of one from Catherine Parenteau.
Yeah, really nice on the run. I don't know if Felice Jones is still in the house, but she was a big factor in Lea Jansen getting through against Salome Davidze, just having that positive support on her side.
Catherine Parenteau with a backhand winner and the first point on the board.
Yeah, and Parenteau comes in here having played. She's fit. She's in good shape. So that's an advantage to have been on the court. Jansen doesn't know when her match is going to start because she's 5th on, so she's got to work her way into this.
Point.
No, you make a great point. Catherine definitely in rhythm here, having played now in her 3rd final on this Sunday.
2-0. Side out.
Catherine sliding into that.
Great decision by Jansen there. She knew her return put her in trouble, and she retreated and then hit a beautiful 2-handed backhand pass.
Point.
That's all set up by a great serve. Excuse me, Cameron.
Oh,
that
no,
was
you're
really good.
Spot on. Jansen now with her first point. 2 versus 4 seed.
1-2.
We weren't even sure if Catherine got this ball.
She disappeared, and she did get it.
Like a magician.
That's really good by Jansen to find that angle and take her off your phone and off our screens, and then just lay the next one right back into the open court.
Ball out of bounds, seeing Lea Jansen for the first time on this Sunday. She's 30 years old, now residing in Austin, Texas. She turned pro back in 2021.
3-2. Side out.
Trying to lift this ball cross court. Got to give a little extra love on it.
Yeah, great job by Parenteau of seizing the opportunity. She was the one having to hit from the baseline, but made a shorter volley thanks to the quality of her ball and came forward and forced the error. Oh, Mr. Schick is in the house.
I was going to say, we learned something from Colin. Nice little drop volley there from Lea Jansen. Originally out of Spokane, Washington. Pacific Northwesterner.
3-2.
Catherine Parenteau out of Montreal, Canada.
Side out. Two, 3.
Lea Jansen going to ask whether this ball was in fact out of bounds. It's interesting. She actually hit a really solid return and didn't come to the net. She took a half step forward and then second guessed herself.
Yeah, did that earlier, and I agreed with that, but that time it looked like there was an opportunity. Wow.
Catherine Parenteau, the backhand is deadly.
All about the legs in that. You saw her have to drive through that and then get a beautiful swing, but the legs are the key to that.
4-3.
Great job by Parenteau.
I didn't see.
Another ball called just out of bounds that Lea will question.
She either challenged it or called timeout.
The ball was out. I have 5-3. Ask that on now. Yes. Feeling that? Lea's a feeling. Okay. I've got 5-3.
So I believe this could be getting challenged right now, as there's just a little bit of conversation on the court between Lea and our official.
We have a challenge on the out call. The out call puts us at 5-2.
That is correct. So a challenge on the out call from Catherine Parenteau. In terms of our bronze medalists, here's a look at it. Salome Davidze taking home the bronze here.
Yeah, and I like the idea of challenging this because you want a timeout anyway. So if it's out, you're getting the timeout. But what if the ball's good? This ball is clearly out. So call it on your way over there. And, you know, there's lots of green around that one. We're unanimous here, Cam.
In terms of the path for these two, Catherine Parenteau took down Annalie Waters in the semifinal to get to this point. Lea Jansen took down Salome Davidze, and 3 games played, 11-5, 3-11, 11-7. Lea Jansen also had to face off against her women's doubles partner in the quarters, Elise Jones.
Yeah, that was unbelievable. They played a great match. Jones is sent to the back draw.
After video review,
hold for the call here.
Stands, the ball was out. A challenge is lost and a timeout is lost. We'll resume play. Ms. Parenteau is serving 5-3. 1 timeout, 2 timeouts.
And to finish that story, then Elise Jones is sitting right next to her doubles partner, cheering her on to a berth today in this match. So tremendous partner is Elise Jones. There's a tremendous volley.
The amount of pressure that's placed on some of those first volleys in the game of singles compared to the game of doubles is significant.
Couldn't agree more.
A lot of times they're further outstretched on the move, trying to cover as much court as possible. Catherine Parenteau with a massive overhead, but some great contacts in about that mid-court range.
Yeah, you talk about covering court as you did a second ago. You're like, how can 20 feet be this much? But it just is. And really good job by Parenteau of making it difficult for Jansen at the kitchen line.
Nice return from Lea Jansen. Into that forehand of Catherine Parenteau. Scouting report changes as you switch sides too, in terms of right to left, where you want to hit your spots.
Yeah, and she did a great job of opening up the court. And that ball doesn't even need to be that good. Just get it deep, and then you are in a very dominant position, but can't quite make that one work.
Point.
Nice teardrop third there from Parenteau. We saw that all day long in both of her doubles matches as well.
6-3.
Great point construction from Lea Jansen. So tough from the baseline to then get herself to the kitchen.
I mean, just tremendous. And then, my goodness, the slide there at the end by Catherine. That's what it takes to win one rally out here today, Cameron.
Also a little bit of a length discrepancy between these two, as Lea Jansen sits at about 5'10", Catherine Parenteau 5'5". So she works that slide into her game a lot, especially in the game of
6-3.
singles. Gives her that extra bit of reach. Catherine Parenteau, the graduate of Michigan State University, where she was a standout tennis player turned pickleball player, thanks to Simone Jardim.
Yeah, really good job of coming forward here by Parenteau.
7-3.
Yeah, it's nice to have a mentor of that lineage and skill.
Side
That's
out.
the second drop that's worked for Lea.
Yeah, a couple of beautiful drop volleys for her on the forehand. We saw Colin Schick on that backhand all day long doing it, so I'm sure there are people all over the country practicing those drop
3-7.
volleys right now, Cameron, or hopefully after our coverage, let's be honest.
Catherine really on the move here. Gotta love the way that Lea Jansen staying tough, though, up at the kitchen line.
Yeah, great job by Lea of not getting away from where she was. She took 2 steps over, but didn't give up the backside there. Really smart footwork.
4-7. Side out.
It's tough. She keeps trying to bring that ball cross court on the backhand side. She had been trying with the two-handed roll, but that time she
7-4.
works a little bit more with the slice.
Yeah, I would have liked to have seen the roll on that particular ball.
And finds it on the forehand.
Yeah, Parenteau frustrated with herself there. I think she might have had a look at that, but that just so perfectly shaped, Cameron. Just
4-7.
right in the corner. Oh.
Call was out.
And Catherine just stops on this one.
Side out.
Oh, actually, she's calling the
Yeah.
ball out of bounds.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
Yeah, didn't hit through this one, hit.
Ball out of bounds.
Yeah.
Good call.
7-4.
Sometimes you can do that swinging topspin. You get too much of the topspin and roll it out instead of down.
Lea Jansen,
Side out.
great volley right there. Beautiful touch.
Yeah, because what's Parenteau going to do even when she gets there? It is so shallow to the net. There's nowhere to go with that. That's terrific.
4-7. Side out.
Catherine Parenteau returns to the other side. She had been looking to the backhand.
Yeah, and it's okay to have a pattern if somebody has a definite
7-4.
advantage on one side, but keeping them honest on that is a good way to mix it up.
From the middle. And she's giving plenty of shape over the height of the net.
Yes. She's finding inside the baseline. It's that ball right there that Parenteau didn't get either deep enough or wide enough into the
4-7.
court. If you go deep straight down the middle, you would have taken that angle out of the way. So
Side out.
Another side out for Catherine Parenteau.
7-4.
been stuck on 7 for a little bit here, Cameron. And will remain stuck. And that's what Lea makes. You have to hit a precise third, or she is so good at putting that first up volley away. Good look at the official ball.
4-7.
PPA, the Onyx Durafast 40.
Watch the
Side
paddle
out.
of Catherine Parenteau. So much spin and a sharp, short angle.
Battle of forehand passing shots right now.
7-4. Point.
Just enough of a hold from Catherine. Finally off the 7. 8-4 now.
8-4. Point. Timeout receiver.
You can see the whip. Watch how Catherine goes after these serves. It's paying dividends.
So Catherine Parenteau and Lea Jansen gonna try and slow things down on the side of Jansen. But let's take a look at the shake and bake from these two. Maybe looking to play together. So at one point on the same side of the court, now on opposite sides of the court, here playing women's pro singles championship match.
Time in. 9-4.
Lea Jansen and Catherine Parenteau.
Side out.
I'm impressed with Lea Jansen. When she's able to get that ball out of the air, she's been able to do some damage.
To get that particular volley from below the net to the depth she was there, that's ridiculous. That's a great shot.
4-9. Side out.
Nice read from Catherine as she lunges for that last one.
Yeah, if you know your ball is going to get down and they'll be hitting up, don't let them off the hook. Come chase your
9-4.
goodness.
The last inch of the paddle is Catherine Parenteau's friend. It just won her the point.
Absolutely insane women's singles point there. Outstretched all over the place. A gorgeous lob in the middle of that from Lea Jansen, but this has been the woman of the week and showed you why right there.
Oh man, that's not the way you want to finish game number 1. Nonetheless, Catherine Parenteau with the trickler and the first game in her pocket. Playing 2 out of 3, she is just 1 game away from going back-to-back for women's singles titles on the Carvana PPA Tour.
Get any gear you need, a net, a paddle, new gear. It's all there, and they'll tell you what's best for your situation. They are the experts.
First point for Catherine Parenteau. We will play 2 out of 3.
And Lea's like, are you kidding me? A trickler to lose game 1, and then the first rally of game 2 is off the tape also?
Side out.
Maybe that's a good sign for her there.
Yeah, because that one had sort of a height that was dangerously close to the same. I like the energy, though. You hear Lea trying to get herself fired up.
0-1.
Just high enough off the bounce. Catherine Parenteau taking a half step back.
And that was the key to that. Like, let that thing come up, and then you've got options since Jansen's come flying in there.
1-0.
That's still a really tough ball to make.
Lea with a ton of hustle on that point, but following the ball is Catherine Parenteau.
Yeah, when you see Parenteau swing like that and then you're still able to get it, that's impressive, but still in total command at the kitchen line.
2-0.
Cross court winner.
See a lot of the
Timeout receiver.
fist pumping
3-0,
from
1 minute.
Parenteau, and Lea saw it too, so she's calling timeout.
So Lea Jansen trailing by 3 in game number 2. She's wondering, what do I have to do against Catherine Parenteau right now? A little pep in her step as Lea Jansen is facing off against Catherine Parenteau, down by 3.
3-0.
And on the return here.
Side out.
That's good coming out of a timeout. A nice deep ball to the backhand side of Catherine Parenteau.
Yeah, didn't commit the legs like the one we saw earlier when she drove through it down the line.
0-3.
Still a good return coming out of the timeout and necessary.
Catherine looks in front of her saying, oh, I had so much space.
And that she did. Because that track down was incredible.
Lea Jansen now on the board, 1-3.
Side out. Three, one.
And again, Lea Jansen had a really nice return there and chose not to come in. She returned deep middle.
Yep, and then she got herself in trouble, and this is just such a nice little half volley winner.
That is, that's just a nice play from Catherine Parenteau. And another, she pairs it. Hitting the edges very well right now is Catherine Parenteau.
Yeah, Lea sort of looked over at the referee like, was that really in? And the answer was, oh, yes, it was.
5-1.
Inside out over there. That was really good.
Point.
We are in a dangerous spot
Timeout
right here.
receiver,
Up a game, 6-1. Yeah.
And again, so after the initial timeout, 0-3, Catherine Parenteau adds a few more onto her score, 3 additional, as she's now up 6-1. Again, this just being our final championship on this Carvana PPA Tour. 5th stop, the red clay. Hot Sauce Florida Open.
No challenges remaining.
Some
Server,
fancy
timeout.
Skechers on the feet of Catherine Parenteau. Our camera crew doing a nice job tracking those feet.
Time
Even
in.
say CP on them.
6-1.
Right on the tongue there. She's special.
Catherine Parenteau is just too good.
Nothing else to say after that. We showed you those feet, and they were fancy on that point. My goodness.
7-1.
Digging down deep, Catherine Parenteau, Lea Jansen just laying that one back into the court.
Yeah, enough is what Lea said there. So got to go now. Got to get aggressive, get to that net, and make her make shots.
1-7. Side out.
Really loved the second ball that Catherine hit there, though, to force the ball deep with topspin. It's going to be hard for Jansen to do a lot offensively with that.
7-1. Point.
Again, watch the torque that Catherine Parenteau gets on the serve. Now, that one did not come up well, but she's really going after it.
Lea Jansen taking a slower walk to the baseline here.
8-1.
Yeah, look at this motion coming up right here.
Point.
Make it 9-1 for Catherine Parenteau.
Serves paying big dividends here.
9-1. Side out.
Turning middle, and Catherine, you can see just how much spin she's trying to put on that based off of her finish on her stroke.
1-9.
Well over her head.
Another trickler for Catherine.
Nine, 1.
That volley just long off of Lea Jansen's paddle.
Sorry, thank you. Point.
So 10-1. Catherine Parenteau looking for her second gold. Lea Jansen, a wicked forehand cross court. Some extra pop on that one.
Impressive fight at match point down and in such a big hole to be able to dig out that point. That's really good from Jansen.
110. Side out.
A little off balance here, trying to pull that ball. Catherine Parenteau with a second look at championship point.
10-1.
Another solid angle on the volley, Lea Jansen.
Yeah, she has that short angled cut volley on the backhand that's better than anybody's on the women's side. Perfect for singles.
Side out.
Again, Catherine, just enough over the top of the net. Look at the amount of clearance on this.
10-1.
Couple millimeters.
Side out.
Ball just out of bounds. Lea Jansen's fended off 3 match points.
110.
.210 now. We saw Catherine Parenteau go 11 straight in the last final between these two. Could it be Lea Jansen's turn?
We've seen it between these two, as you said. So that's one.
Again, Catherine's paddle just at the tip, getting so much work.
I mean, this court coverage is absolutely phenomenal.
Timeout server.
And she's calling. I love that timeout there. Just get yourself together. You've had 3 shots at it already. Walk up to the line, hit your best serve, and trying to get out of here.
Yeah, so with another opportunity at championship point, Catherine Parenteau trying to slow things down just enough, catch her breath. She had a missed serve on one of those. That's going to be area 1 to focus on. Getting the ball in the court. Where might she look to find that third?
You know, I think it depends on where she goes to serve. If she goes big in the corner as she has, then she'll be looking for that 2-handed backhand, which she's found inside out, cross court, etc. She's been mostly taking the forehand down the line, but you see even Lea Jansen using a couple different paddles, and there's the Selkirk, and the change she made in the paddle has been a difference, because you question her defense is so good with that paddle tech paddle. She still has the great defense, and with this Selkirk, she's got extra pop to go with it, and the results have followed.
10-2.
And again, Lea Jansen showing some grit right here. That was the 4th championship point.
Yeah, and on the overhead, Parenteau just couldn't find enough of an angle.
2-10.
Great job by Jansen, fighting to the end, whenever that is.
Side out.
Jansen having a hard time on that backhand side on some of these thirds. Just hasn't found the contact she's been looking for.
10-2.
Number 5 for Parenteau. And she's good for double, earning her second here at the Red Clay Hot Sauce Florida Open.
Yeah, what a week for this lady. 2 golds, a silver, a win over Annalee Waters in singles, and a tremendous, she put 2 gold medals together in Minnesota, puts 2 plus a silver together today, and she is on the rise, Cameron.
Without a doubt, Catherine Parenteau, the number 4 seed, but ending up the number 1 here at the Red Clay Hot Sauce Florida Open. 11-4, 11-2. Catherine Parenteau earning double gold at Daytona Beach and going back-to-back here on the Carvana PPA Tour.
I'm with Catherine Parenteau. I'm Cameron Blackwood with our women's singles winner. You had a chance at Triple Crown, but you came out with 2 gold medals today. Just how much of an advantage is it to have been on court all day warm and ready to go?
Oh, for sure. I think it's a big advantage. Even though I didn't get to play singles all day, I think I was just really warm, and that's for sure a big advantage since Lea didn't get to play any matches before, so she was a little bit colder. So yeah, I took that as a big advantage.
And Catherine, you have been at a completely different level all weekend long. What has been that difference maker in your elevated level of play?
Oh, I have to thank my team. I mean, they've been next to me even like through the ups and downs. 3 weeks ago, I probably didn't have a really good tournament, but they just, they kept pushing me and saying, you can do it, just keep working hard. And I've been working hard, and I'm so lucky to have amazing people on my team, and I'm just gonna keep, working.
There you have it. We're going to have Connor Ogden with the PPA Tour present your trophy to you from our title sponsor, the Red Clay Hot Sauce.
What an amazing performance, Catherine. Congratulations on your singles title. On behalf of the PPA Tour and Red Clay, we'd like to present you this trophy. Let's give a big round of applause for Catherine.
Congratulations, Catherine Parenteau, your women's singles player. Cameron, we're going to go back up to you.